Live from the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, joined by Titus Holmes, I'm Zach Gunter, here with the Root TV live broadcast from the Summit League Basketball Championships. Starters just got announced for Oral Roberts. We got JoJo Moore, Isaac McBride, Jalen Miller, Sam Alajaki, and Mathok Majok. And for Kansas City, we got number 1, Jason Petty, 2, Babacar Diallo, 5, Jamar Brown, 30, Cameron Foss, and 20, Melvin Abonkali. Here we go for the tip-off. Starting now, Oral Roberts will start with the ball. Now, Titus, how are you feeling about this game as it just tipped off?
You know, it's been a long season for the Roos as they get a steal on the first possession on the defensive end, pushing in the fast break. But I'm just excited. It's the moment you work so hard for all season long. You know, the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations. And for these tournament moments, all you've learned, all you experienced is for March.
As the calendars turn, so does the luck sometimes. Not on that shot by Jamar Brown, though, as it bounces in and out. Score right now is still 0-0, but Oral Roberts with the ball going from our right to our left, and the Roos going our left to our right on your radio. Missed shot by the Golden Eagles, and Cameron Foss gets the rebound. As now Jamar Brown looks to take a three, doesn't, and passes it back out to the now point guard, Babacar Diallo.
And if we want to continue to have success, we need Diallo to assist. We need Brown to score and continue off the momentum as he was all-conference second team, Jamar Brown was, as Diallo comes with a fade.
We also need Melvin Abonkali to be active in the paint, getting those rebounds, getting those nice little put-ups, but right now it's just not working out for the Roos, and the Golden Eagles on their third possession march down the field. March down the court,
you know,
pardon me.
These lights are bright, man. In March, it really shows what you're made of, and it's going to take some time to settle in as the game gets going.
As far as the arena goes, Denny Sanford Premier Center, is that put up by Mathok Majok, finally goes in off an offensive rebound for him. So your score now 2-0. The arena favors, I would say, Oral Roberts because their arena is a little bit more similar to Denny Sanford than, say, the Sweeney is.
Well, the arena isn't going to get you a win. It's how much intensity and heart you come out here and play with. And right now, Oral Roberts is having their way 2-0.
Jamar with a nice three, but it bounces off the back of the rim into the arms of, I believe that is 10 for Oral Roberts.
McBride.
Got that score sheet for me? Of course it's McBride. Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah, and if we want to continue to have the slightest chance of winning as 64.
Sam Alajaki gets the bucket for Oral Roberts.
We
4-0.
Have to apply ultimate pressure on McBride.
As there's a block by number 11, Mathok Majok for Oral Roberts off of a Babacar Diallo little layup. Miller with the ball now for the Golden Eagles. 9 seconds on the shot clock, goes inside, passes out to JoJo Moore, but it's off the rim and into the arms of Jason Petty. Brown going up. And finally, first points for the Roos coming here with about about 3 minutes and 15 seconds gone.
And who else besides our second all Summit League player, Jamar Brown, starting the scoring off for the Roos. We have to keep that intensity up.
Yeah, there's a foul by the Roos. Pretty easy call there for the refs. A little bit of a slap of the arm there.
And who else? McBride back at the free throw line. He's been having his way in the conference and the Summit all season long.
And he surpassed 2,000 points here this season. So congratulations to him.
At this type of level, that's extremely difficult.
What they just call here.
Interference on 11.
Mathok
Majok with the interference as he ran in before the free throw was shot. Would love to see the Roos on this possession get the ball down to Ibakle and get some pressure on their defense.
Ibakle has He's the second leading scorer by points. And he just, I mean, he can get the ball up. If he's similar to a former Roo, Alan David McCabe, who now plays for Oakland. He goes up, he either gets the points or gets fouled. As Babacar just puts up a weak shot there, but as on the rebound, the ball goes out of bounds, possession, Roos.
Yeah, that was a mid-range shot. You don't want to. It's not a bad shot, but you also don't want to take those with one dribble in the possession. Still, the Roos only down 3. Plenty of time left in this ball game to.
It's about 16 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half here. Babacar Diallo at the top of the key, out to Cameron Foss, out to Brown. Brown puts up a 3. Ooh, that should have gone, but it didn't. Rebound Petty, though. Ball goes up, rolls in.
Finishing through contact, Jason Petty. You love to see the strength and agility to go up, elevate, and finish through contact. Diallo applying heavy pressure on McBride. Great contest on the defensive end by Cameron Foss as Diallo pushes the ball up the court for the Roos.
Now, Diallo's been just the story of this season. You know, he wasn't exactly who we expected him to turn out to be this season. He's got 100 assists in the regular season.
And it just shows that Coach Menzies putting absolute trust as Jason Petty misses the fadeaway, putting trust in his players as he recruits them for a reason. He wants to put their best game, have best game plan for them, their success. As Jason McBride almost gets away with a travel.
3 points for
Sim Alajaki.
Oral Roberts hits the first 3 of the game. 8-4 early in this one, just over 5 minutes gone. See who heats up for the Roos in this one. Someone's got to if they want to win their first conference tournament game since 2017, first Summit tournament game as Cameron Foss, his 3 bounces off the back of the rim since 2007.
And if they want to do that, they have to play together as a group collectively. Each individual has to strive at what they do best. Diallo assisting, Jamar scoring, and Bakle defending as he gets scored on by number 0, JoJo Moore.
Babacar taking the ball down the court, almost loses it. In fact, he does lose it, but gets it back. Passes out to Brown. Brown's really got to wake up in this game if the Roos want to win. And that shot, just he's got to put a little more English on it.
Yeah.
It wasn't Brown. I believe it was Petty that put that one
It
up.
was Bakle. It was off the screen from Bakle. Jamar hit him on the roll. He just got to make that layup. But we have to get stops to push in transition. Great defense on McBride by Diallo. As a legal screen is called on 22, Josh Jones. Diallo applying heavy pressure.
Diallo hit the floor there pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
We hit our first media timeout, the under 16. We're at 13:45 left in this one. We'll be back right after this. Back here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center as the Roos are trailing 10-4 to 9-seeded Oral Roberts. Now, granted, they're the 8 seed, but we both know they can play a little better than this. So the Roos are shooting 2 of 11 from the field right now, 0 for 3 from the arc. What needs to change to better do this?
Have to start feeding Ibakle. Ibakle is an inside dominant presence that he contrasts the defense to go and help him, and that allows penetration to the outside shooters. And Foss, Brown, and now they have 12 Ring in for them.
Ring Nary. Now, I apologize here. Our scoreboard seems to be messing up a little bit. I'll try to figure that one out here during a break, but just know that the score is 10-4, not 7-4. Now I figured it out. It seems to just be one button. Jallo with the ball here. Taking it, passing it out to Cameron Foss, Jamar Brown, Jamar out to Abankale. Jallo goes inside, pass to Abankale, no good. And rebound is to 22 of Oral Roberts. That is Jones.
Josh Jones, and Ibakle has to finish those if they want to get this lead. He's missed 2 open, easy layups he usually makes. You just got to get going immediately in these type of games. You know, it's win or go home time, Zach. There's no second chances.
We were talking earlier, yeah, it's always win or go home. It's game day as there is a steal by Cameron Foss. Puts it up and in. 2 points for the Roos.
Great transition fast break. Getting the steal in the gaps, Euroing, and finishing.
You stopped the bleeding.
We did.
I believe that was a little bit over a 3-minute scoring drought.
Basketball's a game of runs, Zach.
Basketball is a game of runs. Speaking of runs, as there is a 3-point shot by Isaac McBride that goes short. Last season, the Roos came into this game as Cam Foss puts up a 3, no good. Rebound to Bonkely. Pass back out to Foss. Diallo to Brown, who puts up a 3. Drains it.
Why not let it fly? Jamar Brown with a deep 3.
You cut that 6-point lead down to 1.
And after the lead cut, they go in a little half-court zone.
Now, back to what I was saying there for a second. The Roos entered this game, not this particular one, but last season, their first-round game was against Denver as the 2 seed against the 7 seed. And they lost on a heartbreaker buzzer beater by Isaiah Otto-Ankra. And now I think they want blood.
And, Zach, you were there for that game. What experiences did you take from it?
I cried that night.
It's okay. Real men shed tears. As Diallo brings the ball up, getting off the screens from Ibakle, penetrating inside. Can't finish with 2 hands, but Ibakle gets the board. Puts it up.
And 1.
And the basket counted as he heads to the free throw line.
Roos have a chance to tie here. 12-11 Oral Roberts. As we have reached the under 12 timeout, the Roos are trailing by 1, 12-11 in the 8-9 play-in game in the Summit League Basketball Championships. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as your Roos are participating in the Summit League first round basketball championship. They are now losing 12-11 as Ian Bakle is headed to the free throw line. Zach, about 9 minutes into this first half, what are you taking from offensive side of the ball from the Roos?
Well, I'll tell you right now, it's kind of hard to hear over that Oral Roberts band. But, you know, they started slow right before the under-16. But since the under-16, they've started heating up. They went from, I believe it was 2 of 11 from the line to now 5 of 18. As Bonkley hits his extra point, we are now tied 12-12. Fouls right now are 2-1 in favor of the Roos. Oral Roberts has more fouls. Ringneri's still there on the court. His long arms trying to steal that ball from number 5 for the
Darius Robinson, as Oral Roberts is called for another illegal screen, just showing how much pressure the Roos are applying on the defensive end. Speaking of the defensive end, Zach, what do you think the Roos need to capitalize on to extend this lead?
You know, they're doing really well defensively right now. I mean, they've been doing well defensively all season. They're the top defense in the Summit League. So really, just be yourself. Be who you are. Don't change anything. Adjust to how the game's being played, and just Brown shoots a 3, no good. Just play as who you are.
I'd like to see the Roos crash the board more on the offensive side. They're getting one shots and done, while Oral Roberts is getting multiple attempts. As a turnover comes in, bad pass.
Now, I do want to mention
from Darius
there
Robinson.
Before you asked me about that defense, Marvin Ninzi's head coach for the Roos in his 3rd season, losing his mind over on the bench, and I'm really curious as to what that was. It was after the most recent foul, so maybe he wanted an upgrade.
It's a great question. I couldn't answer your answer because now he's all smiles on the sideline. So
he can change his mood in an instant. But to us, he's always been great.
Always.
Wonderful guy. Love it. So Babacar out to EJ, who takes the 3. No good. I'm sorry, is that Grady or
Kashim?
It's Kashim.
Diallo with the 3.
Oh,
good.
That's not even Diallo's shot, and he drains it.
Nothing but net. Tell him from get out the bottom of it.
So the Roos are now on a 4-0 run as Isaac McBride drains a 3.
And we cannot give him that open look. Off dribble penetration, catch and shoot, in rhythm, he's not going to miss many of those, Zach.
No, he is not. 15 all with about 9:30 left in the half.
EJ setting a screen for Diallo as he's still facilitating the offense. Takes it all the way, and it is deep.
That was a nice block. Rebound though, that was actually
Jamar Brown with the shot clock cheese as he beats the buzzer for the 3-point lead.
Yeah, I apologize for pausing there for a second. It was EJ that actually got that rebound. But, man, Brown was just setting up for that. Shot clock going down, just drains that 3.
Little jab, pull up, something he's been doing all year long at this level. I think that shot gave the Roos some energy on defense after defending hard. Kashim guarding McBride as gets denied by EJ on the
EJ with the rejection. I would love to see this offense light up. We've been waiting for it all season. And sadly, Anderson Kopp will be missing this game. He is not dressed. He missed his senior day game as well. He's been out for a couple months now, so prayers to him. Jamar sidestep 3.
Back-to-back 3s. Pump fake, get the defender to the air, step back, and it's green.
Now, I want to mention the Roos are interesting, right? They are last in the Summit League in scoring offense in conference, and they are first in scoring defense in conference. They're averaging 68.4 points and only allowing 69.7. So, of course, they still lose the majority of their games by average, but they wake up on offense, they could be a threat in this. As that ball almost goes right at my face. They could be a threat in this tournament if their offense lights up.
Another great defensive possession of the emphasis they've been putting on the defensive end all game long. Shot clock violation on the Oral Roberts. We've reached the end.
We've reached the under 8 timeout. Score is 21-15. The Roos go on a 10-3 run, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Denny Sanford Premier Center here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Roos are leading now 21-15 after being down 12-11 at the last break. A 10-3 run by the Roos. And I mean, their offense is lighting up. What do you think about that, Titus?
You know what I think? All second Summit League team. Jamar Brown catching fire with back-to-back threes to extend this lead. And of course, I think Kasheem Grady has given him a big energy off the bench, crashing the boards, and is bringing the intensity on the defensive end as well, Zach.
Yeah, that Kasheem Grady and Josh EJ combination, that was something else. Now we've got Ibonkali, Jamar Brown, still Kasheem Grady as no good on the layup by Ibonkali there. Now Isaac McBride with the ball for ORU. We've got Giallo and Foss on the court as well. There is a steal by Giallo.
Grown man still, just ripped him right out of his hands.
He said, hey, that's mine, actually. I don't know what I really just saw there, but out of bounds off of the Roos. As Devontae Hall's checking in for Giallo, and who's checking in for?
Petty coming in
Petty.
for Kasheem. I'm always a advocate for Devontae Hall coming off the bench and just facilitating. I'm excited to see what he does in this game. With that JUCO background, he should be used to these bright lights.
I believe he is. Hopefully that translates to some more buckets here.
As Cameron Foss guards the defender for Oral Roberts.
Close to a travel there on Oral Roberts, but it was clean. And the Roos get it off of a knee out of bounds.
Another great defensive possession, showing great emphasis on what they worked on in practice, translating into the game.
Turnovers right here. 9 turnovers by the Golden Eagles to only 1 by the Roos. That'll play.
It will, and it will continue helping them as they have a 21-15 lead with just under 7 minutes left to go in the first half.
Here's Jamar Brown with the ball, getting pressured a little bit, but gets out of it. Still outside the arc. Almost passes in.
Kick ball.
But kicked ball by Oral Roberts. Ibonkali over to Petty. Now Petty can shoot, but I don't know if now is the time for that. He passes back out to Hall. Hall's looking, tries to go inside, doesn't. Launches up a three. It's not really his shot, but he took it. Oral Roberts here, and a foul is called on Jamar Brown. You don't like seeing that. Only the second foul called on the Roos this half. To 3 by Oral Roberts.
That's good. Surprisingly, on how hard they're defending, only 2 fouls, playing with no hands on defense.
Oh, and a dunk by, I believe that was Alajaki?
Sam Alajaki with the slam.
Strange number for a basketball player. You don't typically see 64 out there on the court. Jamar takes an open 3, drains it.
You know, big-time players make big-time plays, and 14 in the first half shows how much of a big-time player he is in this first round of the Summit League Championship tournament.
Just over 5 minutes left in this game. And a little bit of a mid-range shot there.
Darius Robinson.
By Darius Robinson.
Smooth mid-range off the pull-up.
I hate to say it, but that name always reminds me of Mizzou. Love that football player. But he is, in fact, an Oral Roberts basketball player. We got a 19-24 game here. It's a three-point shot. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why Petty went up for that rebound. Abankali had it clean, but it bounces off both of them and into the arms of Oral Roberts. Three-point shot taken there. Nearly a foul against or on Isaac McBride, but no dice for the Golden Eagles. As Devonta Hall now has it. Jamar Brown, there was a three-point shot there by Jamar Brown. Now a foul called on, I believe that was Petty.
You like to see those fouls, though, crashing the boards on the offensive end. A coach would never be mad at his player hustling.
No, not at all. And you know what? As much of an unwise three as that really was by Jamar, you know, it was mostly just catch and shoot.
You miss all the shots you don't take.
You miss all the shots you don't take, and he makes those.
Exactly. Not mad at it one bit. I bet
no,
you the next one he make it.
No, you are never mad at that. Here goes Darius Robinson. Isaac McBride, Mathak Majok. Pressured. Back out to Darius Robinson. He wants to take it inside, doesn't. Back out of the arc. 7 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. No. Rebound to Babacar Diallo. Babacar back with the ball. Cameron Foss. Now to Jason Petty.
So much ball action, setting pin screens, down screens.
This was actually a problem for them back when they were playing Creighton and Iowa State early in the season, was they were passing too much and getting too low into the shot clock. So there's 4 left now. Diallo, no dice. Rebound Jamar, and he gets fouled.
Great hustle. The Roos are just crashing the O boards. It just, their intensity has shifted compared to the first 10 minutes where Oral Roberts kept leading it to the Roos. As we are under the 4-minute timeout, me and Zach will be right back with you guys as the Roos have a 24-19 lead over the Golden Eagles.
Back with you here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We got a 24-19 lead for the Roos, and Titus, I think the story of this game is the turnovers. We're looking here at the stat sheet that we're handed every break, and what we're looking at is 9 turnovers by the Golden Eagles to 1 by the Roos.
And I think a lot of it has to do with their offensive play of style. Oral Roberts more ball handling, coming off the screen, dribbling, while UMKC's is more backdooring, back cutting. Not a lot of dribbling, but more off the ball movement.
Yeah, I mean, Jamar, he almost put up another real catch and shoot 3, but goes inside into the paint and drains one.
Showing the mid-range game is still alive, not settling for the 3, but pump faking, getting into the paint, and elevating to knock down the mid-range shot.
I'm loving that. I know you like to say the mid-range shot isn't dead, but I'm just remembering the reference our editor-in-chief did not know that. Was very confused on one of your articles. All right, back to this as Isaac McBride nearly gets it stolen, but doesn't. Alajucky out to Darius Robinson. 1 on the shot clock, and no. Rebound Mathakma Jock, though, and it is out on Oral Roberts.
Great defense by Ibakle, going straight up, not fouling the defender.
You know, I think Ibakle is the most underrated player on this team.
I'd have to agree, Zach. I have to agree. His presence alone draws a lot of attention for other players.
He's built like a linebacker, too. Got Jason Petty going inside.
Really
looks
aggressive.
to pass, but gets tripped. I don't quite understand how that's a foul against the Roos, but you know, that's what the call is, so that's what we got to go with. Or do they call a tie-up?
Nope, travel on Petty.
I see.
As Kashim checks in for Petty.
I can see that now. Yeah, I understand.
You like this little half-court press the Roos got going on? If they go back into man once Oral Roberts breaks the press in the half-court?
Yes, sir. I do like it because it's really playing to their identity. It's who they are. They're a defensive team. If they can get stops, steals, blocks, whatever, that's what it needs to be.
100% agree.
As 3-point shot, no good by Miller. That is Josh Miller, I believe?
Jalen Miller.
They got a Josh somewhere on their team, I think. Josh Jones. Babacar Diallo coming down the court. Pass out to Brown. To Foss. Now to Diallo. 10 on the shot clock. And Diallo, whistle blown by the refs. Foul on 12.
Jalen Miller.
Looks like an off-ball foul.
It is, and he's not liking it because he's talking back to the ref about it, showing some frustration on that foul call.
Looks like the board's a little bit wrong there. Hasn't been updated from the women's game. It said bonus in the at 5 fouls for a second, but we know here that's not true. 2 more fouls until the Roos are in the bonus. Brown passes into Abankley. Abankley puts up a man of a shot, but it gets blocked. Mathakma Jock just is not a guy to play with.
So much length and activity.
I mean, he's a 7'3" center against, Abankley's a big man, but he is not 7'3".
No.
Abankley is 6'8". That is a whole 5 inches.
As Jalen McBride put the ball in the hoop for the Golden Eagles. Jamar Brown come off the screen, taking another 3, and it's green. I'm telling you.
Nothing but net.
Even Oral Roberts' coach is frustrated, yelling at their player because Jamar Brown is torching them from the 3-point land.
Looks like the Roos just took a timeout. I believe it's going to be 30 seconds here, so we're going to stick with you. Titus, what are you noticing in this game?
You know, Zach, it's hard to notice anything else when you have 19 of the 29 points for your school. Jamar Brown is absolutely balling, and you expect nothing less because he's been doing this since the beginning of the year, Zach. Pulling up on catch and shoot threes, off the screen threes, and still crashing the old boards while facilitating for his teammates. Talk about a all Summit League player. It doesn't get any better than Jamar Brown.
I could not agree more with that. Just to set the scene here for a second, the Roos are 12-19 on the season, but only 4-12 in the Summit League, and that got them 8th. The Golden Eagles are 7-22, 3-13 in the Summit. Now their net rankings are horrible. You're looking at 242 for Kansas City, 332.
Yikes.
Now, I can't lie, I don't know off the top of my head how many D1 teams there are. Somewhere around the 350s, 360s. But when you're that low in the net rankings, it's not looking good.
As number 64, Sim Alajake, headed to the free throw line for the Golden Eagles.
Again, I do want to note that the Roos have not won a conference tournament game under head coach Marvin Menzies. Lost to Omaha in 2023. That was a heartbreaker. And Denver in 2024, even more of a heartbreaker. First free throw is made. So we are looking at a 29-22 score. Second, also made, 29-23, 6-point game with just over 35 seconds left in the half. It's Giallo taking it down the court. There's a
here to go in the half of 6 as they call a timeout for the Golden Eagles to set up their offense.
Seems like we may have lost connection there for a short second, but we are reconnected. Just to refresh everyone, it is 29-23 with 12.1 seconds left in the half. Roos are up by 6. Oral Roberts has the ball right now, playing for the last shot, and just called timeout. 30 seconds and it is now over. Now,
what do you think the Golden Eagles are going to drop on this last 12-second play to in the half?
I think they're going to look for an inside play, somewhere right under the basket. Now, I wouldn't advise it. I think that Ibankali knows the situation, knows that he cannot let up a shot or any type of momentum whatsoever here. In fact, best case scenario, Roos get a steal, go down, get the last bucket of the half. I don't know if that's going to happen, though.
As the Golden Eagles are trying to inbound right in front of us.
Just got it out to Mathak Majok, and now McBride has it. Looks like they're going for maybe a 3 here.
As Jalen McBride saw him get out the way.
They do shoot a 3, and it is no good off the front of the rim. And the Roos will go into the locker room up by 6, 29-23. And before we cut to break, let's just talk a little bit about this half, because we're not going to have a whole lot. I'm sorry, 19 points. So I was looking at the minutes, sorry. He played every second of that half. So he has just about a third. But regardless, the leading scorer for the Golden Eagles right now is Sam Alajaki with 9.
And that's a great thing to know, that you're letting other players beat you. Not McBride, not other players that can bring the team up to another level, but you're letting other players who can have their buckets, they can have their open threes, because that won't lose us the game. Great detail by Marvin Menzies in this game plan.
You know what's extra interesting here? A couple more points before we go to break. The Golden Eagles average almost 74 points a game. They're not even at 25.
I'm telling you, Marvin Menzies came in with a game plan on the defensive end. Like you said, Zach, they've been the leading defending team in the Summit League all year long. So like you said, capitalizing on your strengths and increasing your weaknesses.
You know how interesting it would be if you score 50 in the second half and you still don't get to your season average?
Very interesting, which it won't happen.
It won't happen, no. No, this defense here for the Roos is unreal. But anyway, that's all we got for you for this half. We'll be back in just about 10 minutes with more second half action from the Summit League Basketball Championships at the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Welcome back to the Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls. Just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before second half action kicks off. Roos are up 29-23. It's been the Jamar Brown show, Titus.
And speaking of the Jamar Brown show, it's obviously a team game. So I'm really interested in who picks up the pressure in the second half because, Oral Roberts isn't going to continue letting him just torch threes on him all night. So they're going to send a game plan around him. So who on the Roos is going to step up and help some of that baggage from Jamar Brown? Is it Diallo? Is it Ibakle? Who do you see, Zach, in the second half really going off and making an impact in this game?
With Ibakle only having 3 points, I bet on it being him because that man can light it up from inside. So that's my take. Another story of this game, steal this one real quick, those turnovers, 9-3. So it kind of makes up for the Roos only shooting 32.4%, though they've made 2 more buckets than the 42.9%, 9 of 21 shooting that Oral Roberts has had. Those turnovers are killing Oral Roberts.
And they're pushing it in transition after those turnovers. They aren't just setting up their half-court offense. Once they get turnovers, they're pushing, and they're either laying it up or assisting for the layup.
So just about a minute left before the second half starts. I'm curious to see who's out on the court to start for the Roos.
Great question.
And go ahead.
I don't see why they would change it up considering the lead they have, but they could change it up based on the intensity they first came out when the game started. So
I absolutely agree.
I would not be surprised by any changes as we are under a minute before the second half begins.
Now, as our friend Jalen here had mentioned, he's our writer today, the Roos have 19 points from Jamar Brown, and the next highest scorer is Diallo and Ibakle, both with 3.
And it just shows the dominant performance that Jamar has put on this first half. You always expect the best from your best player, but he has 19 of their 29. You can't really process or understand. He's on pace for a 40-point performance, and you just can't. You can't take those players for granted as Marvin Menzies, I'm sure right now, is happy to be coaching them.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just he's got that look on his face that even if it needs to be just him, he's winning this game.
And with that mentality, it's good because this could be your last game suited up as a Roo.
That's absolutely true.
It's good you have that mentality, that urge to be great and do it for someone bigger than yourself.
Jamar, along with Ibakle, Babacar Diallo, and Anderson Kopp were all honored on February 27th against Denver at Senior Day.
Where they picked
that was a pretty big win.
Really big conference win. They needed that one.
On the court is Brown, Ibakle, Petty, Foss, and Diallo. As Brown currently with the ball, and it gets stolen immediately. Very reminiscent of the opposite, actually, of the start. As Brown gets it stolen, Brown steals it right back. Pass out to Foss, wide open 3, drains it.
And it's good. Cameron Foss has always got the green light, ready to catch and shoot, let it loose like a cannon. Boom, boom, boom. It's good.
Now, I was going to mention that steal by Oral Roberts was the opposite, but very reminiscent of the start of the game where the Roos got a steal right off the bat against Oral Roberts.
Showing that they bring in that first half intensity on the defensive end.
Sam Alajaki.
As Petty gets a deflection to reset.
All right, I was thinking that was off of number 12 for Oral Roberts, but you know what? The ref is much closer than I am. Now, the Roos are going from our right to our left now across your radio, and Oral Roberts is going our left to our right. So we have a little bit less of a view of Oral Roberts. We're sitting pretty much dead with the top of the key on the Roos side here. Babacar Diallo gets a rebound off the missed. Was that a three-pointer?
Yep, from 64. Sam with a miss as Diallo facilitates.
Oh!
Great backdoor and feed from Diallo to Petty.
Petty loses the ball, but it gets tipped out of bounds by Oral Roberts. That was a pretty rough tumble that Petty took right there.
It was. Surprisingly, it wasn't a foul call. I think in the second half, the refs are going to really let the players try and play because the season's on the line.
The season is on the line, and I do think it's fair to let the players play.
Exactly.
This is, I mean, it's win or die here, so.
There is no second chances this March, Zach. Cameron Foss, ooh, with another tough three.
Oh, but this time it's off the front of the rim. It's McBride now with the ball, taking it down the court for Oral Roberts.
I think very soon McBride is just going to try and take this game over.
As he should. He is Oral Roberts' entire offense. There is a foul called, I believe that's on Foss, and going to be a shooting foul. So McBride will take 2.
McBride is in the same situation as Jamar Brown. So, you know, this could be their last time in a collegiate schools team jersey. So these guys have to no choice but to do and leave everything on the line as he misses the front end of the free throw. And so far, Jamar Brown winning the battle of the seniors.
That is true. Will Oral Roberts find their first points well over a minute and a half into this game? I'm sorry, into this half. And they do, off of free throw by Isaac McBride. Now, I have always had respect for Isaac McBride all the way back to when I first was reporting for the Roos. I mean, he just took over a game. Well, almost took over a game. That was back when, he transferred to Texas. I can't remember. Sorry, Max Asmus, that's his name. Max Asmus played for Oral Roberts. As Petty takes a 3, in. Was it in? No.
It was not.
Sorry.
McBride pushing in the tempo up the court.
The ref's head was blocking my view.
It looked good. It took a little bounce. I don't blame him for thinking it went in.
Maybe I shouldn't call things that I don't see. Maybe that would be wise. Nah, Majok missed that dunk. But yeah, no. Isaac McBride, along with Max Asmus, took over that game against the Roos at Sweeney, and it was just different.
As the Roos could put this game up by 10, as Petty will head to the free throw line after a great backdoor cut and feed from Jamar Brown. Could have the largest lead of the night up to 10 with just under 18 minutes remaining in the second half. I love how much the Roos are coming out with a higher intensity than they did at the beginning of the game in the second half.
You got to play with high intensity. It's win or die situation, second half.
As Petty knocks down the first end of the 2 free throws.
Second free throw coming. And he makes it. And I did accidentally add 1 point to Oral Roberts, so it is 34-24, not 34-25. But for the time being, I do not have a way to take that point away, so it's going to stick for a little bit. Mathak Majok with the ball. Now Isaac McBride. And that's JoJo Moore now with the ball, dribbling just outside of the arc. Takes it in, passes out to 12, drains that.
Jalen Miller with the 3. Huge bucket for the Golden Eagles.
The score is now correct, 34-27, 7-point game for the Roos.
Before that bucket, I feel like the Roos had most of the momentum headed their way, but that was a big, not only to cut the lead, but to get their rhythm back as Diallo takes another mid-range that is off the mark.
Now you know better than me that a three-point make can really change a game.
As he misses the second one with the opportunity to cut the lead to 4. Cameron Foss bringing the ball up.
Now, Titus, you played at State Fair, correct?
I did. JUCO basketball, where real trench babies are made.
Did you ever play in a tournament game?
No, not of this caliber. This is a different atmosphere, different feel, different adrenaline, different energy. This is just Division 1 basketball, highest level it gets. as Ibakle shoots a mid-range.
Oh, nice bat there by Foss to keep the possession alive. That was a shot by Ibakle with about, 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. Missed it off the back end of the board, or off the back end of the rim. Petty takes a three, no good. Jamar puts it up and one.
Jamar Brown there at the right time, at the right place. As the Roos have a 9-point advantage with just under 16 minutes left in the first half. We'll see if the Roos can finish out this run. We'll be back with you shortly after this.
Back with you here as the Roos are up 36-27 over the Oral Roberts Golden Eagles. And it's still the turnovers that are the talk of the town right now. Though there's only been one per side in this half. It's still kind of been a little bit of a messy game. I mean, we got 23 turnovers, or not 23 turnovers, sorry, 23 rebounds to 21 in favor of the Roos here. I mean, it's a defensive battle right now,
It
so
really
who's
is.
going to win it?
It really is. And if you're going defensive battles, I think the best defensive team in the Summit, UMKC, is going to come out on top.
I think so. As Jamar's shooting one. Makes it.
Now.
10-point game for the Roos.
37-27 with 15 to go in the second half. Some defensive chance from the UMKC's bench.
And their band. We got pep bands on both sides of us, so it gets a little loud in here at times. Sam Alajaki, only one currently really on double-double watch in the game with 9 points and 6 rebounds.
McBride missing the three, but hustling and keeping the play alive for the Golden Eagles.
That's a tough foul by, who are they calling it on?
Jamar Brown, I believe.
Cameron Foss. Well, hate to say that it's better anyone than anyone, but you can't, even though it would have only been Brown's second, I would rather have Foss on his second than Brown.
Great spin by Sam, but misses it off the glass as Diallo brings the ball up the court for the Roos, pushing it the tempo.
Now, I won't lie. There's just kind of a lid on the bucket for the Golden Eagles
It
right
is.
now.
It really seems like it. It really does.
They are on a 2-minute scoring drought, over 2-minute scoring drought right now.
And when you're down 10, you just can't have those moments. This is where the game gets from bad to worse. Jamar Brown looking to shoot another three coming off Mbakle's
But he puts up a
screens.
2 and drains it. (39-27) Roos currently.
Jamar Brown leading all scorers with 24 big ones.
I mean, he is just the story of the game.
No doubt about it.
Typically in these games and post game, there's another foul called on the Roos. Was that on Ibakle?
It sure was.
Typically in this, you bring in 2 or 3 players alongside the coach, even if the team loses. I don't know who else you bring in aside from Jamar Brown right now. It's just
Sit
the
back
Jamar Brown show.
and watch him cook.
It looks like EJ is about to check in here. As the free throw for that Sam Alajaki it is good, and he's set to take another one. So it is now an 11-point game, possibility of bringing it back down to 10, and that also ends the 2-minute and 50-second scoring drought, replaces it with a no field goals in the last 2:55.
And it looks like the Golden Eagles are switching up their defensive. They're taking changes last minute, going into a 1-3-1 zone.
That's just a bad pass. Dangerous, too.
Already causing havoc as the Roos turn it over. What do you think, Zach? This gives the Golden Eagles some momentum, changing up their defense?
That it does. You just got to adjust to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
You do.
as a defensive team, you would think that Marvin Menzies knows how to play against different defenses, but who knows? Maybe the Golden Eagles have something up their sleeve.
We'll see the second half.
Isaac McBride goes up, puts up a layup, and it's good. Oral Roberts finally breaks 30.
McBride.
9-point lead for the Roos.
Speaking of 9-point leads, McBride with 9 points for the Golden Eagles.
Still hoping to keep him a little bit more off the board as Foss puts up a 2-point layup from the start of the.
That was great ball movement in the zone, getting the defenders to run, and then hitting the open defender in the middle. Easy floater for Foss.
That shot was like right in the middle of the paint, right between the free throw line and the baseline.
Good description, Zach.
Yeah, I've got no idea what else to say about that.
As a 3-second violation called on the Golden Eagles, another turnover. As the Roos show another example of the great defense they've been showing all game long.
3 of the last 3 from the field for the Roos. That's the current trend. As the Roos are starting to shoot a little better. It was, I believe, 32.4 at half, and now they're shooting 34. As the Golden Eagles are shooting a little less. It was almost 43, and now they're shooting 38.
They are as they get out that zone back into man. Jason Petty with a strong take, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Hey, that's a good foul to take. You don't get the bucket, at least you get the foul.
You do, and you like the aggressiveness by Jason Petty.
Absolutely you do. Roos with an 11-point lead with about 12-14 left in, not just about, with 12-14 left in the game. Petty puts the first one in. Chance to make this a teens score. It's Joe Esposito, with assistant coach, associate head coach, gives a few words of wisdom to Jamar Brown. Second free throw is good. It is a 13-point lead for the Roos.
And it's sink or swim time for the Golden Eagles.
Either I missaw that or Isaac McBride just did no-look pass to his teammate.
Oh, he's looking to score, that's for sure, as he feeds his teammate.
Yeah, that's a foul. Question is it on EJ? Yes, it was. As we reach the under 12 timeout, 11:57 left in the game. The Roos are up by 13. Can they hold on? We'll just have to find out here in a bit. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be right back. All right, back here in Denny Sanford Premier Center in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, is Sam Alajaki. Hits his first free throw. Cut it back into the preteen score. And he makes the second as well. 43-32, 11:57 left in the game, as it is Foss, Brown, Giallo, Ibonkali, and Petty on the floor. Starting five. Petty and Giallo exchanging the ball. Petty at the top, or Giallo at the top of the key. Petty out to Brown. Brown back to Petty. Petty puts up a three. Oh! Drains that.
From way downtown. Irish. Spring, green. Nothing but net. As the Roos torch the Golden Eagles in that 1-3-1. When you go zone, you got to pay the consequences of it, and that's open threes.
Sam Alajaki. And I apologize that I just keep forgetting Miller's name. There is a 2-point bucket. Couldn't tell who that one was by.
Number 12, Jalen Miller. With the
Well, it was Miller once again. Giallo. Dribbling around just between the our near baseline or sideline. I'm sorry. Looking for a shot, can't find it. Gets it out to Foss. Foss with 5 seconds puts up a man of a shot. No good. Rebounded by Oral Roberts.
That was a wild shot. That was a good defensive possession. Forced a tough shot by Foss.
Hey, I can't say anything else. He couldn't do anything else. Miller with the ball, nearly loses it. Now JoJo Moore out to Miller. Miller puts up a three and drains it. Looks like momentum's starting to shift a little bit here. It's only a 9-point game now.
Cutting the lead to under 10 as they feed the ball to the post, and then Bakle looking to go to work early.
If you're the Roos, are you sweating? No, you are not. Melvin Ibonkali bounces it off the back of the rim and in with a 2-point shot.
Oh my goodness, McBride with a crazy up and under lay. Put in some peanut butter with that jelly with the lay.
Yeah, no, McBride's starting to get his, and he always does.
Yeah, as you can see, the tempo of this game is increasing as there's under 10 minutes left to go in this game.
Tried to draw a foul there, no foul given. Foss, open three, shoots it, drains it. Splash by Cameron Foss. Over 50 now for the Roos. 51 points. And was that a timeout called by Oral Roberts?
It sure was.
Timeout Oral Roberts. I believe they're going to give it a 30-second timeout because we're still. Yep, we are still.
It's a full.
Full timeout. Okay, so we're at a full, but we're still going to stay here. Not a media yet, so I'm lying. It is a media timeout. We'll take a break and give my voice a rest, and we'll be right back. Back here in Sioux Falls, as the Roos are up 12, 51-39 with 9:27 left in the game. Oral Roberts called a timeout, full timeout there just a little bit ago. The buzzer to restart play just sounded. Oral Roberts will inbound. I believe that is Miller who is inbounding. Yep, Jalen Miller inbounding the ball, gets it out to JoJo Moore. Back to McBride, and we were just talking. McBride averages 19 points a game. He currently has 11. And Jalen, I think he probably gets his, but Titus, you don't think so?
Nah, too much ball pressure by the Roos. If anything, he'll still get more assists because he's drawing so much attention on the offensive end.
That might be out of bounds. It is not, but it is a steal by Jason Petty.
Great hustle by Petty, being in the gaps in the lanes.
Man, this defense is exciting. You know, sometimes the offense is the most exciting part, but this defense is electric.
I'm telling you, Zach, from the beginning of this game.
Rainieri's in. Just saw him flash by. That guy is fast. Jamar Brown puts up a 3. Oh, it just banks off, out of bounds, off of the Roos. And that photographer almost got domed. She was a little shocked there. Thankfully, it wasn't ours.
Thankfully.
Sam Alajaki back out to Jalen Miller. Oh, he is no-look passing. Isaac McBride with just all the confidence in the world.
You love to see it, but it's no point doing it when you're down, when you're losing.
Yeah, style points don't mean real points.
They don't, not at all. This isn't 2K, buddy. As Sam with the wild mid-range shot off the backboard and bounces off the rim as Diallo sets up the offense for the Roos. With under 8 minutes to go.
Jamar Brown picks up that ball.
Jalen Miller in the gaps with the deflection. With 8 seconds left. Oh, a foul. Number 22, Josh Jones.
Once again, I apologize. The score was incorrect on our scoreboard. I keep forgetting that our add 3 points button just is not working right now, but it's all good now. Score is 51-39, 7:52 left in the game. We have reached the under 8 timeout, so we will take a break here real quick and be right back with you for the final 7:52 of this game. Stay tuned, it's exciting. Back here with you from the Denny Sanford Premier Center as Jamar Brown's getting set to inbound. Roos up by 12, 51-39 with 7:52 left in the game. Inbound is successful to Melvin Abonkely. Jason Petty now with the ball. Petty out to Giallo. Giallo to Foss. Foss puts up a 3. Oh, he's feeling it now.
And there's no hesitation in Foss's game. Once he sees And once he gets the ball, it doesn't matter if the defender is there or not. He's releasing it, and for the most part tonight, it's going in.
My man, that was a heat check three if I've ever seen one, and he just drained it.
With that three being made, he extends it to the largest lead of the night, 15, as the Roos lead 54-39.
There is a foul called there. Yeah, announcer got his name a little wrong. It is not even Coley, it is Ebonkely, but nonetheless, it is another foul on Ebonkely.
Looks like Jason Petty's face guarding McBride and just letting someone else beat them.
Darius Robinson goes inside, puts up a shot, blocked. Blocked by Ebonkely. Oh, Blake Ammons and Josh EJ and Devonta Hall are screaming over on the bench. Everyone else is just kind of chilling.
Got to bring the energy up, man.
I ain't gonna lie, the rest of the bench is just kind of there. Ebonkely inside, tries to puts up a shot and one.
First making a play on the defensive vision with the block, then coming down the offensive side with the and one. Count it, and the free throw coming up. Big-time players make big-time plays. It's to increase the lead.
To 17.
Ebonkely is balling.
Hey, I was thinking earlier, first to 60. I'm not thinking that anymore.
Nah. I told you, it was sink or swim. It was sink or swim time for the Golden Eagles, and right now they're sinking.
Ebonkely puts it up, off. No good on the extra point attempt. But now McBride with the ball puts up a three-point shot. No good. He is not having his night tonight.
And he's not. Oh, as he gets the steal though, back on defense.
Hey, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Miller puts up a three. No good again. Ebonkely with both those rebounds, as there is a lot of contact here that is not getting called.
But a timeout was called.
Oh, that's not good. Jamar Brown is grimacing, holding his right wrist.
That is not good.
That is terrible for the news for the Roos. We are praying that it's just he got slapped really hard on the wrist. But if it's anything more than that, if he's out tomorrow, if the Roos advance, which right now it's looking like they will, I got to say, I don't know if the Roos take that one.
Well, let's just take a game at a time and not even
think
about it.
Game at a time. He's getting tended to by the athletic trainer. Hopefully they just tape it up. He's good to go. Now, I don't know if he'll be playing the rest of the game here.
Honestly, at this point, just take him out. Have Devontae Hall and Diallo just run the point and shooting guard and just go from there. We need to take him out, give him his rest. He's had a big game, 24-4, under 7. I think if they cut the lead to 10, put him back in. But focusing on the next round is pretty important as well.
Oh, man, that is just disappointing to see. But 1-1, looking like no what?
There was no foul. It was a timeout.
There was no foul. It was a timeout. What was the ref signaling? I don't know. I don't know what the ref was signaling.
Oh, they were telling that Payton that number 1 was coming in for Jamar.
I see.
Oh, bad pass. By
yeah,
Petty.
no, that was a bad pass. Oh. Basically an NFL pass right there by not by Foss, by Giallo to Foss. Now Giallo with the ball. Carry called against Giallo. So it is a 17-point game with 6:17 left. Oral Roberts, you take Brown off the court, Oral Roberts gets a little bit of momentum, a little bit of juice there because the Roos' best player is off the court. So how do the Roos respond to this adversity? They've dealt with injuries all year as a 2-point shot goes in for Oral Roberts.
I think you just you got to be patient. You got to be patient in these moments as McBride gets the lay.
Now, I will say, looks like Brown only has 5 points this half, whereas Foss has, I believe, 11. So you just put it in the hands of Kim?
Yeah.
No, you put it in the hands of Petty, who puts up a 3, drains it!
Holds the follow through. Looking like cash money from deep. Way downtown. Jason Petty with a
The
three-pointer.
Roos are hot, and so is McBride.
McBride matching the three. Realizing his season might come down to an end, cutting the lead to 15.
Not just his season, this is his career, right?
His career. Unless he has overseas or professional aspirations, this could be it for him.
Well, a long and storied career for Isaac McBride if this is the end. 2,000 points in his collegiate career, 2,000 points with Oral Roberts, I believe. I mean, wonderful player, all respect to him.
But you might be going home today, man.
We are Roos Media.
As they are down 15, Roos winning 59-44.
Looks like they're just trying to run clock right now. Oh, man, Babacar is sweating.
Tough
Oh, he still puts
floater.
up a 2-point
Splitting
floater.
the defense with the tween and then accelerating and stopping, floating, putting the ball in the basket.
59-44 now. I'm sorry, 61-44.
As McBride is just putting up tough shots now as he misses another difficult three. Jason.
Now Petty. Oh, there's a steal. Miller. And I'm sorry, Petty, you cannot quit on that play. You can't be calling for a foul when it's a breakaway shot.
Looks like Jamar Brown coming back in the game.
Looks like he's good. Now Melvin Abankley getting slapped. But the foul is called on 13. Yes, Rosario. Against, he fouled Foss.
He did. And that will put Foss at the free throw line, shooting 1-1.
Now, I will say, I just looked back at the email. I'll mention this after Foss's free throws. Banks the first one on the 1-1. So another foul is called. This one on 64.
It's impressive how intentional the Roos continue to crash the boards. They've been doing it all game long, and it shows why they have a 15-point lead with just under 5 minutes to go in this half.
We'll have a bit of extra time. The winning team goes second in post-game interviews. So we'll have a bit of extra time, maybe 2 or 3 minutes to talk about this after the game. Hopefully. First free throw is good by Jason Petty. Looking at 62-46. That is a 16-point lead with 4:15 left in the game. Second free throw is good.
Just looking at the Oral Roberts bench, all the coaches just seem deflated. There is no energy on that sideline.
Then it looks to me, I mean, even one of the coaches, no, wait, that's their SID, never mind. He's so close to the bench. I thought he was talking to one of the Summit League officials.
As McBride will head to the free throw line after an aggressive take. You know, at this point, if you're Oral Roberts, just give him the ball, get out the way. Hopefully he can make a comeback. But for the most part, you have to get stops, and they're just not doing that.
Misses the first free throw. And yeah, no, that deflation that you see on that bench over there, that's not conducive to winning.
No, not at all.
And he did not do it again as the band was chanting. Made the second free throw, and now Jamar looks like he actually got his bicep taped up. So that could be conducive of a slightly more severe injury, but looks like for the most part he's good. Rebound by Petty here. Petty's shot goes in.
Great hustle by Petty, missing the initial.
65-47 for the Roos. Possession stays with Oral Roberts after the Roos tipped the ball out of bounds. Now, what do you we're going to head to break here real quick. When we come back, I'm going to ask you, Titus, how you feel up 18 with 3:40 left in the game. But for now, with 3:40 left in the game, we have reached the under 4 timeout. Will this be the final media break of Oral Roberts' 2025 season, or will it be for the Roos? Find out next. Back with you here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center for the final 3 minutes and 40 seconds, probably, unless we go to overtime, which would take a miracle, I won't lie, by Oral Roberts. And Titus, how do you feel up 18 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game?
You know, as a Roo and a UOKC student, I feel good, man. It's been a long time since they won a game like this of caliber. But as a basketball junkie and a basketball fan and a former basketball player, you feel for players like McBride, where you see the emotion coming, where the basketball is coming to an end.
Yeah, you got to feel for him. I mean, like I said earlier, what a storied career. What an absolute legend for Oral Roberts.
100%.
But as a Roo, yes. Oh, tough rebound by McBride there. And a shot. Was that 3?
I think it was a 2 banked in.
Long 2 banked in by Darius Robinson. Sounds like the band, the UMKC pep band over there is chanting goodbye, but no disrespect.
But the Roos deserve this win. It's been a long conference Summit League for them. You know, they haven't had the best record in conference play. But it doesn't matter with this tournament because all of it goes out the window. It's the best team putting on their best performance against one another. And today the Roos just came out on top, exploding on the offensive end in the second half and defending from the start of this game.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, the Roos, their defense averages 69.7 points per game in the Summit League, that is. They have allowed 49. What a absolutely insane defense.
Insane, considering Oral Roberts averages 70, holding them to under 20 of their seasonal average. Not only the points-wise, but shots as well, just grabbing boards and pushing in transition, also causing lots of turnovers for the Golden Eagles. As you mentioned, it has been a long time for the Roos when it comes to, bad inbounds pass by the Roos. Alajaki goes up, but it's a rebound by Babacar Diallo. Now, it has been a long time for the Roos. The last time they won a conference tournament, or a conference tournament game, was in 2016-17 when they were in the Western Athletic Conference. And that was against UTRGV, Texas Rio Grande Valley. And before that, the last Summit League win was in 06-07 against Valparaiso, who isn't even in the Summit League anymore. Not sure why Petty felt the need to steal that one from Brown, but he got the bucket right before the buzzer. So that one's cool. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left. Roos lead 67-49. There is a three-point shot. Oh, Brown landed hard, but he gets up fine. Foss goes up. It is a 20
3-point game, Titus.
69-49 as the Roos lead. There's just 2 minutes to go in the game. Up 20. Talk about a
3-point shot by Alajaki, no good. Again, rebound by Babacar Diallo. He has been everywhere tonight. And there is a good hook, what would you call that, a layup by...
It's a layup by Ibaka.
It's a layup by Ibaka. I don't know where my brain is right now. I'm looking to see, do we have any double-doubles on the court right now? No. Babacar's only got 4 rebounds. Why do I feel like he has more than that?
His presence, it feels like it. As McBride heads to the free throw line after a blocked shot by Ibaka, but the refs disagreed. What a performance by the Roos. Just going into the game, you just don't know what to anticipate, but a dominant performance on both ends of the floor, showing the true potential of the Roos and caliber team they can actually be. Putting the pieces together from assisting, rebounding, and scoring. Jamar Brown with 24, Jason Petty with 18, Cameron Foss with 15. A great balance to help them overcome hoops and obstacles that they've been facing all year long.
Got a couple new faces here on the court. Petty's still out there, Babacar's still out there, and Foss. But we got, believe that is EJ and Grady?
Yes, EJ and Kashim Grady. As McBride knocks down another free throw, cutting the lead to 20 with under 2 minutes left to play.
Now McBride, it looks like, is going to finish this. No, he will not finish this game. Looks like he has seen the final minutes of his collegiate career. And honestly, the fans around here, just though the lower bowl isn't full, you can feel the just emotion, thank you, from the fans clapping and cheering for Isaac McBride.
You really can. You can just see the hurt and disappointment over there. You feel for him, but as a Roo, hashtag Roo up, baby. We're going to the next round. Let's get it. As the Roos have a 20-point lead with under a minute 30 to go.
I won't lie. Going into this game, I was a little nervous. I wasn't sure how the Roos would respond. In the 3 years that I've been covering this, and that was nearly a shot clock violation, but it banked off the rim. 3-point attempt by ORU, no good. Going into this game, I mean, I've been covering this team for 3 years, 2.5, but 3 full tournaments, and I've never seen them win this team, at least. The women's team went on a stellar run in 23, but this team I've never seen win a conference tournament game, and here they are, up 20 with a minute and 1 second left. Titus, I am emotional.
As you should be, man. As a Roo, you've never got to experience the enjoyment of a winning side of a tournament, so just enjoy it, Zach, as UMKC empties their bench. Hall, Gob, Kashim, EJ.
I'm surprised to not see Blake Ammons in there.
Honestly, with a minute to go, these are his minutes times, but coach thinks otherwise.
.54 points there now for Oral Roberts, but it's still, as EJ goes sky high. I'm sorry, Grady. I don't know why I confused those two. Grady went sky high. Now EJ goes sky high for a dunk.
With the slam, with the exclamation mark on the game.
Well, Titus, I'm happy that I've seen this.
Express yourself, Zach. How does it feel?
It feels great, man. More fouls being called, but you know what? They can blow the whistles all they want. Roo up, baby.
All day.
Rosario is shooting 1 and 1, or is it 2?
It's 2.
It's 2. Okay, I just saw they were in the bonus and spoke. Hit that first one. Second one's good too. But for those who are listening in, you can listen in again tomorrow night. Tip-off is at 6. We will start at probably about 5:55. as Ringneri is dribbling out as much of the clock as he can. There is about a 4-second difference. Now Grady has the ball, dribbling around. No fouls are going to be used by Oral Roberts. What would be the point? They are down 17. As Grady puts up a three-point shot blocked, shot clock violation. I think that's the first one of the game.
It sure is, for the Roos at least.
I don't know why that Oral Roberts player felt the need to just chuck that ball. It could have easily domed that.
Man, their
could have
season's
easily
over.
domed that videographer over there.
Yeah, he does not care. Season's over. There's nothing but emotions to think about right now and just disappointment.
And my friends, buzzer has sounded for the first time in almost 8 years. Your Kansas City Roos have won a conference tournament game, and they're going to be playing #1 Omaha tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tune in right here, and we'll be right back for that game. Titus, how are you feeling?
You know, just happy to be a Roo, man. Excited to be part of the journey. As like you said, the Roos picked up a must-needed win for, I'm pretty sure, not only for this program, but for Menzies' coaching career as a UMKC head coach. And just, this means a lot to this program for the season the players have had to come out with this performance tonight and not only keep their season going, but ending another season. Awesome feeling. Shout out to the Roos for putting a team effort today.
There's our athletic director, Dr. Brandon Martin, standing up over there. He's out on the court, walking over, taking it all in. And Titus, Jalen, I'm so glad that you guys were able to experience this. It has been a wonderful day. I mean, what a day to just prepare. We didn't really know what to do for most of the day, worrying about this game. And now the Roos, Roo up. It is a fantastic day to be a Roo, and they are advancing to the second round. Titus, any final words before we head over?
We'll see you guys tomorrow against the #1 Omaha. Don't doubt the Roos, because we're coming, baby. Hashtag Roo up.
Hashtag Roo up. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.